Good day to one and all. I, Dr. Srichand Hinduja from Sri Narayana Guru College of Commerce, welcome you all on the video lecture of Business Law, which is meant for SY BCom of University of Mumbai, Semester 3. The syllabus of Business Law 1 of Semester 3 is containing total 5 modules. Module number 1 is Indian Contract Act 1872 Part 1. This module is containing important definitions of agreements, contracts, essential conditions, types of contract and the capacity of contract. The second module is Indian Contract Act 1872 Part 2. This chapter is containing some special terminologies and special terms which are used in contract and agreement. Module number 3 is Special Contracts. This is a part of Indian Contract Act 1872 only. But the contracts covered under this module are special in nature because they have some exception as compared to chapter number 1 and chapter number 2. And the next is the Sale of Goods Act 1930. And the last module is the Negotiable Instrument Amended Act 2015. Since the business law subject is pure theory subject, it is comprising total 100 marks theory questions. Comprises of 5 questions and each and every question is carrying 20 marks. Under each and every question we will be having total 4 questions and students will be asked to attempt any 2. In question number 1, all the questions will be from module number 1. Question number 2 containing questions from module number 2. Like that, question number 3, 4 and 5 will be containing questions from module number 3, module number 4 and module number 5. As far as the term contract is concerned, nobody can say that they have not entered into any kind of agreement or contract, because every now and then a common man is entering into agreement. So the act says that every day in our lives we are entering into agreements and contracts knowingly or unknowingly. No one can ever say that he or she has not entered into agreements or contracts. For example, buying a property is the example of contract which is entered by 2 parties knowingly, but at the same time, boarding into train, bus or auto, this contract comes as unknowingly, because whenever one person is traveling in train, bus or auto, he is agreeing with the terms and conditions provided by the service provider. As far as the term agreements and contracts are concerned, these two are having different meanings and different definition. The term agreement in layman's language means to agree, where one person offers and other person accepts the offer. That means when 2 parties come together and agreeing to one particular point, that can be called as an agreement. For example, if you want to reach at some place and there is no meter auto available, what you can do? You can offer your price to auto rickshaw. The auto driver will be making some bargaining, and at one particular point, both of you will be agreeing. So that will be called as agreement. Hence, agreement comes from offer and acceptance. So we can say that agreement equals to offer plus acceptance. Offer is given by one party who is known as offerer, and acceptance is made by another party who is called as offeree. As far as definition is concerned, it is given under section 2E. It says, every promise and every set of promises forming consideration for each other is an agreement. That means when one offer is given and the same offer is getting accepted, it becomes a promise, and this particular promise is forming consideration for each other. That means both the parties are going to get some or other benefit out of it. The definition of contract is covered under section 2H. It says, an agreement enforceable by law is a contract. Hence, we can say that the contract is the mixture of 2 things. One is agreement, another one is enforceability. So we can conclude conclude that contract equals to agreement plus enforceability. Enforceability means the agreement have to fulfill the 10 essential conditions which are provided by the Indian Contract Act 1872. In the next video lecture, we will understand what are these 10 essential conditions.